winner, a Tony Award winner, a Tony Award winner, a Tony Award winner. 5
times.
Cinco de Tony Awards. I mean, this woman is unreal. And she's one of the nicest people to have on a show.
Unreal, and she's right here, just a few feet away. We're going to talk to Audra McDonald when we come back.
Baby won't have Downs. Maybe the baby won't have anything.
That's the hope. McDonald is the TV star who played Dr. Naomi Bennett on Private Practice for 4 seasons.
But what you may not know is that she's got an incredible singing voice. This is her in a very different role, playing Bess in Gershwin's Porgy and Bess.
Well, there she's actually just nursing a baby, but...
It's coming. Well, now we feel like we just have to be quiet and listen to the music. This role actually earned her 5th Tony Award. Are you going to count through them again, Dave? I love that.
No, I mean, you don't need to. But if I were, I'd feel like Mark Spitz if I were you, or you know, what do you do? Do you go home? How often do you still look at those and say, wow?
It's very overwhelming, so I don't, you know, and I don't look at them all that often, and you know, they're in different spots.
Do they look at you? Do they follow you around the room?
You know what though? You know, because I'm a mom and busy, and you know, up at 6 getting the kids to school and whatnot, you don't have time. You know, what I'm looking at is the mound of laundry that I still haven't done.
You feel so much better.
That's the thing, yeah. You know, I mean, and then what the Tony is it's a reminder that you have to keep working to evolve and excel. You know, that's what it means to me.
You know, lots of things to talk about, but just on this Tony thing. Does that add more pressure every time you decide to take a role or come back?
Yes.
Can I do as well as I have?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think even without the Tonys, anytime you step on stage, if you've had some success and you step on stage the next time, it's like, oh gosh, can I you know, can I do as well as I did? Can I improve on what I did? Am I going to fail this time? Is this the time everybody figures out I'm a fake? I mean, Barbra Streisand talked about the fact that, you know, once she became really, really famous, she started getting struck with incredible stage fright and anxiety. Yeah, and that's, I understand that for sure, because it's not that you want to top yourself, you just want to make sure that you don't fail. You think, well, I didn't fail that time, or I lucked out that time. Is this the time? Judy Garland talked about that too. Is this the time they find out I'm a fake?
It's amazing. The best thinking that way.
Now, you were on vocal rest.
Yes.
You had some issues with your voice.
Yes.
You've got an understudy now.
Yes.
I always wonder about that relationship, the understudy and the star. How does that work?
Oh, no, my understudy, her name is Alicia Hall Moran, and she's a fantastic lady. She's in the show anyway, and everybody in the show has an understudy. You know, I mean, everybody has one, and she now plays the role on Wednesday nights as well. But we get along great.
You don't feel like she's like, I'm so sorry. Yes.
Oh,
you know, that
you know, because I think because Bess is such a difficult role, and you know, it's an operatic role, and so normally you only do operas 2 to 3 times a week, and we do our show 8 times a week. It's a big stress on the voice. So even for Alicia, you know, when she was on for me for the past 2 weeks, you know, I mean, she was exhausted at the end of that 2 weeks, because it's a very demanding thing. It's like, you know, like we talk about singing in terms of it's a very athletic kind of thing that you have to do. You know, it takes a lot of vocal support with your diaphragm and their muscles. Your vocal cords are muscles, you know, and so it's easy to strain them, you know, and to do what we have to do night after night. It's kind of Olympic in a way.
So it was Tony time? All of a sudden?
Well, it was Tony time. My daughter had gotten sick the week before the Tonys, then I got sick the week of the Tonys, and a couple of the people in the cast were sick, but we were still doing our show and rehearsing for the Tonys and all that stuff. And so I was still singing while I was sick, and then all of a sudden, you know, my vocal cords just, you know, got really swollen, and I went to the doctor, and I was having a hard time singing, and I was still sick, and she said, you have to stop singing and talking completely. So I had to go in complete vocal rest for 2 weeks and not say a word.
So you must
kids.
And you're a mom. Yeah,
it's really hard.
You must be thrilled to be talking, singing, anything right now.
Well, yes, I think my family is too. They were it got a little old for them after a while.
Did you walk around with the paper and pens?
Yes, you do. You walk around with that, and like the iPad now, and they have these things called, like, you can type in a text and then it'll say the text, but they'll say it in different accents. So sometimes I'd be a British man, and sometimes I'd be a British woman, you know.
Hilarious.
So yeah.
I'm curious, because we showed your clip on Private Practice.
Yeah.
How did you break into television? Did you decide you wanted to do it, or did someone have the the idea for you?
Well, you know, I got the opportunity to audition for a private practice, and while I wasn't looking to, you know, move to LA or do a TV series, it just sort of fell in my lap at the right time, and I had always experienced a lot of fear with being in front of the camera because I'd always, you know, a creature of the theater. I've been in the theater my entire life, and so I thought this might be a good opportunity, you know, to find out what it's like to be, you know, in front of the camera and get used to it and not be so afraid of, you know, these machines staring at you as you're trying to, you know, act and do whatever.
They're your friends.
That's what I
like
learned.
Them. We're the reverse, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Live audiences probably make us crazy.
But you have a live audience, you just can't see them.
Right. You are a delight. Thank you so much for being here. The show extended to the end of September. Go see Audra McDonald, Porgy, and Bess. It is so terrific.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
It's all better.
Stick around, everyone.